You all please sit straight. Close your eyes. Let us chant Om 3 times together. Om. 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 Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. I bow to God. I bow to all divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Om. Amen. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev we have assembled here in this holy place for a few days of intensifying our meditation and also to reflect upon Sri Gurudev's life as we are commemorating the 50th year of Sri Gurudev's coming to West. So, time is a flow. And in time, everything comes and the program is to end. So you came for one program and you have to go, but program of the teachers continue. Somebody told, do you know how sad we feel when you leave the place? I said, is it so? They, yes, it is like that. Then I said, do you know, you feel sad once in a year for the program. I feel sad after the end of every program. You also feel sad? The person asked. I said, do you think that sadness is not for the teacher, only for the student? Regarding the statement, there is none God in existence. Lucifer was created by God. Thus, can we say that like us, he is also God? Do you know? It is not a criticism. Most of the faiths in the world are unclear of what God is. Be very clear. Because of the confusion in their understanding, there is confusion in practice. God is everything. Amrutamcha, mrityuncha, sat, asat, aham, Arjuna. Nectar, death, truth, falsehood, everything I am. Asura, devas, everything I am. Rose and thorn, everything I am. God is everything. Is it necessary to do all the techniques? Please talk to the teacher. Again, it is. I'm very grateful for being initiated and able to practice regularly since 2019. My life is filled with bliss, vigor, daily meditation, and though I am dispassionate about material pleasures. How to keep my family members who want to experience, eat, travel, worldly attraction. Sri Lahiri Mahasaya was married. And if you look at the life of Sri Lahiri Mahasaya, after being initiated by Sri Babaji Maharaj, he had only 5 children. You look at the life, the timeline, you will find after being initiated by Sri Lahiri Mahasaya, Babaji, he had 5 children, not from heaven. He was doing all his jobs. His wife did not know that the husband is meditating. When was he finding time to meditate? When the wife sleeps, they are sharing the same bedroom. Wife is sleeping and husband is meditating. Spiritual life is very easy life. Fulfill your duty towards everybody in a loving way. You cannot impose your ideals on everybody and telling that you should be like this. There will be more reaction and opposition. So be moderate in everything. Once a disciple was initiated. On the day of his initiation, he had a good experience. He was really excited with all this. Went back home, started to live a completely detached life. Seeing the husband's behavior, the wife was upset, not only with her husband, but with his husband's guru. One day, Gurudev knocked the door. The door was opened by the wife. Inside anger, outside little modesty. Gurudev said, "Don't be unhappy with me." She welcomed Gurudev. Gurudev asked, "Where does my father sleep?" He showed the living room, drawing room, and one bed of wooden plank, and a brick as pillow, and a small blanket. Here is his bed. He is not sleeping in the bedroom. No. What does he eat? Then she told, who told him to eat this? Do you know, the wife got the enlightenment. You understand what is happening to the wife? Was angry with his husband, her husband's guru. I don't want to elaborate. Spiritual life is accepting, respecting each other in the family, and through love to change, not to change by sermons. How to achieve supreme bhakti of the divine, or how to take my bhakti to the absolute level. A 4 years, 5 years old girl wants to marry and to become a mother. I hope you understood it. A 4 years, 5 years old girl wants to marry and become a mother. Is it possible? Slow and steady. Practice, 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 practice. I want to become this. Let the goal be there, but step slow. We lived with Guruji with your explanation like child with him. Did any time any way so it is, I think your handwriting is fantastic, but my ability to read your handwriting is poor. That is my problem, not you. I think the person is asking about myself and Babaji. Do you know, by God's grace, I was born in a family. My father's name was Babaji. My father's name was, he was popularly known in the entire locality. Everybody knew him as Babaji. And do you know, my grandfather's name was Fakir. His official name was Fakir Charan Das. Fakir. My grandfather was a Fakir. My father was a Babaji. And I am as I am. So before my birth, I'm encountering with Babaji. Does thoughts come from karma or self? Thought comes from memory. Mana, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. Chitta is memory, impression, mind stuff. You cannot think anything if you don't know. If I tell you I'm telling one word. Zeitung. Zeitung. Anybody who knows Zeitung? Finish. I'm telling one word. Die Zeitung. Zeit is time. Zeitung is newspaper. This is German word. You didn't know. You can't think. No thought will come to you if you don't know. Any thought comes to you, it comes from memory. Now, if I said, but it's Zeitung, you'll say newspaper. Who told you? You told me. Because it is already in memory. Because of the soul, the memory is active. Mind is reactive. Because of the soul. But soul doesn't do anything. I got big toe numbness. I have consulted the doctor and taken supplements, medicines, acupuncture, but nothing has worked out. So you are thinking that I'm a super doctor? Practice meditation. After meditation, touch your affected part of the body. Pray to God. And don't be too much worried. Or today my big toe is doing this, next toe, next foot. If you get on getting worried, remember thought has its effect. I am healthy, I am peaceful, I am strong. This thought heals the body. Can you elaborate duality and the way to be out of it? Did I not tell you already about duality and how to get out of it? You will ask when? Rasgola and you. Did I not tell this? So that is what duality is, you and me. Duality is Maya. Do you know what is duality? Duality is mera tera, tera tera mera. इसी का नाम है माया. इसी से कौन बच पाया? Me and mine. Me is ahankar, mine is possessiveness. I'm so thankful to you for initiating me. How to know my own spiritual growth? What's your mind? What's your thought? You can know your spiritual growth. Watch your mind, watch your thought. Which type of thought is coming to you? Do you know? I have been observing silence from the age of 10. Every Sunday, not to talk. When you don't talk, it's very easy to see which type of thoughts are coming and how the mind is prompting you speak. You speak. When are you visiting Sydney in 2024? I am visiting Sydney in 2024 as it is the thought of Pragyanananda, but God's approval is different. It is during Chaitra Navaratri, I told, from that you can find out. But he's coming. Prayer for steady progress and sadhana. Gurudev told, you know, Gurudev said, grace is always there, but our preparedness is lacking. Sun is shining in the sky. The child is closing the eyes and telling, I don't see any sun. There is no sun. But sun is in the sky. Open your eyes. These days, the kids are getting too addicted to digital medias, TV, mobile telephone. If they're kept away from them, they create difficulty in having food and sitting calm. How to keep kids away from this? First, you make yourself away from all this. Are you sitting in front of the children and using mobile telephone and television? Sitting in front of the computer and business or work is different, but spending time with internet and all this. Only children are addicted and not the elders. So it is a universal problem and door to madness. Be careful. Children can be convinced in a very loving way, not in a forceful way. Don't do, don't do, don't do. I want to love you a lot. I don't want to be afraid of you. Asuras are afraid of the Divine Mother. And some Asuras, they love Divine Mother, told, I want to marry you. Some Asura came and told, I want to marry you. You know this? Mother Durga said, Yomam Jayati Sangram, you want to marry or your master wants to marry me? I'm ready. But Yomam Jayati Sangrame, Yome Darpa Bepohati, Yome Pratibala Loke, Some Bharta Bhavishyati. Anybody who wants to be my beloved, one should have qualification. So, if you have fear, you have no love. Fear and love cannot go together. Loving God, being afraid of God, are two contradictory. You can love God and be afraid of God simultaneously. That is why the spiritual masters say, adore God, abhor sin, negativity. We are all children of immortality, evidenced from the person is asking two questions. One is about children of immortality, the other is Kriya Yoga is the highway of all religions. If you are not children of immortality, you are children of what? My question. If you are not children of immortality, do you want to be the children of mortality? If so, welcome. The body will die. Be the child of the body, not the child of the soul. We are not bulb, we are electricity. We are not bulb, we are electricity. We are not the body, we are the soul living in the body. Somebody asked Gurudev, what is your religion? He said, breath is my religion. Does breath differs from the Hindus to Muslims to Christians to Jews to Buddhists to Jains to Sikh to same air, same breath. And Kriya Yoga is to love God in every breath. So God is not, the problem is once a group of missionaries in Europe knocked the door. The person opened the door. I'm not telling story, it happened. And when his please come in. They saw the picture of the Gurus. So, you practice some Indian spirituality, something? So, yes, I like it. Do you know the hell of the Hindus and hell of the Christians. I said, is there any difference? He said, yes, yes. Christians' hell is much more comfortable than the Hindu hells. The person who said, he said from his own understanding, because there is no description of hell in most of the religions except the Hindus. If you want to know about the hells and different categories of hells, there is one Garuda Purana. You should read it. If you do this thing, which hell you are to go, and what duration of time, and so on. So unfortunately, people have Hindu God, Christian God. God is one. Creation is one. Just like India and Pakistan is creation of crazy mind. Similarly, Hindus and Christians, Muslims, it is another. I don't want to speak loudly. Is karma theory real, or is it an excuse for not going logical answers? Which logical answers you can find from anything other than karma? Karma is not theory, it is truth. Truth is not theory. Breath is breath. You can say breath is theory. Restless mind, restless breath. It is truth. It is not theory. I am in this dress, this. It is not theory. I did something, I am this. Life is karma. There is nothing other than karma in life. Today, food was very delicious. And the chutney, from its color, I knew. Somebody said, we have poha upma. You want yellow or red? I said, what is yellow upma and what is red upma? The yellow upma is North Indian and red upma is South Indian. Yes. You understand me? Karma, yes. Do you know what happened? My Gurudev told, right hand, my right hand is educated and it's Rasgulla. Left hand is not educated. In Indian practices, it cleans the toilet. Is it theory? Is there a way to recall past life memories? Hello, sir, be careful. You are not able to handle the present life in a loving relationship with your husband or wife, with children or grandparents or friends and workplace, and you want to recall your past memory to create more confusion, more problem. God has allowed you to forget. It is a blessing. Even forgetting every day, you forget everything for every day for few hours, and that is period of sleep. Forgetfulness is bliss. But don't forget God. I sometimes experience physical symptoms during meditation, which take me out of practice. Even if I sit for meditation, after some time I have little numbness. I change my leg. If I feel little awkwardness in my back, I lie down for a moment. If I feel sleepy, I stand up. It's natural. It is not distracting. Keeping mind in breath, change your position. Why is there so much emphasis on spreading Kriya Yoga to the West when Indians need more than anyone else? World needs. And if you think Indians needs, you help. For example, in our organization, we have X number of teachers. Monastic, householder, we have both. And out of X number, a small portion they are in West, mostly in India. Did you not have any program when you wanted? I don't think we have more demand for programs and we don't have time. And another thing, why you are not meditating and coming forward to serve the humanity? Then expecting your Guruji to work, Guruji to go. World needs. I told you many times, spiritual treasure is not monopoly of India. Do you know, it makes me sometimes a little bit concerned. West is getting more awakened. India is getting more wayward. Same Indian families living in West, they're more concerned or more aware of Indian culture, spirituality, and training their children to be more, and in India, nothing. Do you know our religion, what happens? Go to the temple, do little puja, bribe God, and be happy. Do the gurus distance themselves physically from a disciple if he or she is destined to leave the body soon? Who told? The gurus are all ready to help any student, any seeker, when this person is really in need. I'll tell you one story. The story is Lord Narayana was playing dice with Mother Lakshmi. And Lord Narayana said, wait, I'm coming. He stood up and Mother Lakshmi knew that somebody may be in need. He has gone, but in no time he came back. He said, let us continue our play. He said, what happened? He said, I was going to help somebody who was in need. Then I found that he's helping himself. So, how horoscope is related to karma? Ask the astrologer, not me. You'll ask, you told our Gurudev was a good astrologer. Yes, I don't disagree. But in the name of horoscope, there is so much of business going on. I have nothing to say. But my Gurudev said, tell the astrologer to do one thing. This is Gurudev's word. Let they calculate their own astrological chart. Let them find it out. Where is the problem in their money center? The second house in the astrological chart is. However, if he finds out this is the problem, find out your body. Use this gem, use this stone, or use this metal, and be rich. You need not have to do your astrological business and telling that you use this stone, you use this gem, you use this, and get some money. Most of the time, what is happening in the world, spirituality, astrology has become so much commercial. So Gurudev said, your horoscope is in your spine. Be very clear. Your horoscope is in your spine. Practice Kriya. Be free from the malefic effect of stars and planets. Kriya helps. But astrology itself is a science. If the Creator created this immense universe, our earth, because he was bored, then is he not a sadist? I don't know from where you are getting these questions. Because it is not what I spoke. I spoke on Gurudev's life. You might have, or I don't know, some other teacher spoke something. This is, or you have read Gurudev very seriously, but you have not understood him. Gurudev said, sometimes humorously, why did God create? Because he was alone. This is Gurudev's word. Because he was alone, he wanted to be many. Eko ham bahushyamah. I am one, I will be many. This becoming many or creation or feeling loneliness, it is not depression, it is expression. Can you experience something which is beyond human sensory experiences by practicing Kriya? Give one or two examples. You know, I have no problem with the sensory experience. You'll ask, what? You have problem? Yes, I have problem. Which problem you have? I have problem of eyes. What problem you have? Do you know 64 years of non-stop, hard, strenuous work on the eyes? Till now, I have not used glasses, although the doctor since last year has been telling you should use glass, you should use glass. I have a pair of glasses on the table, but I'm not using it. I have my sensory problem. This is problem in seeing. When my present eyes are creating problem with the sensory perception, why I should be concerned about extra sensory perception? ESP. You know, I heard. You heard, yes. I had the ability to listen. I'm not telling stories. In the neighbor's house, what they are talking, I was able to hear from this. Although ordinarily people cannot hear. I did not do anything. It happened to me when I was a little child. I had the ability to know the people, what type of person he was when I was a little child. My great uncle observed it. I told him, do you know that man who came, he is this. He told, how did you know it? I said, I see. Then he tried on me. Tell me, that man who came, how is that man? I said, that man is this. Then he was confirmed that I have something. But that thing came and disappeared. Thank God. Do you know, if it would have continued in me, I would have trouble with everybody. I would not have sat here with you. Because seeing the two images, don't try for all these things. Kriya Yoga helps you to be a good human being, a loving human being, a caring human being, a spiritual person, loving God, loving God's creation. बाबा मंदिर के प्रदक्षिणा करते हुए मूर्ति भगवान पीछे की तरफ कर लगाना चाहिए कि नहीं? मैं आपको समझ नहीं पाता हूं. मेरे भगवान मेरे अंदर ही है. और कहां पीछे कहां आगे मेरे को ही पता नहीं है. Can you please explain about the meaning of the logo in Kriya Yoga, the 5-pointed stars within blue and white? And the person has drawn the picture. You are doing very good research. Your eyes are very good. And you want to observe, why did you tell only five-pointed stars? You missed many things, I'm telling, because your research is incomplete. You should find out how many lines are from the stars coming and why that is like this. In Kriya logo, it is the picture of the eyebrows. In the eyebrows, the third eye. The third eye is represented with a star and below the star there is a moon. It is there. Below the star there is a moon. And there are many lines. You should do more research and make the questionnaire complete. Because in research work, they make a questionnaire. And then they ask the question, what is this, what is this, what is this? And then, so it's light of the soul going through the 5 sense organs, the 5-pointed. And don't be scared. When I told that star and this moon, some fanatics will think, oh God. What is the way to moksha? Is it possible to get it without taking rebirth by following spiritual path? One meaning of the word moksha, when I went to USA, so they first used my name SPG. Then they changed my name PPG. Then now they have changed my name PG, PP. So this is the Western way to make your names very short. Because somebody will tell Swami Samarpanananda Giri, too long. SSG. So, do you know what is the meaning of the word Indra? Indra. It is abbreviated form of Idam Drashta, Indra. Idam, 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 idam. Drashta, the seer of idam, all these. It's Indra. Idam Drashta, Indra. Idandra, Indra. In the same way, moksha is also an abbreviated word. You will say, moksha is also abbreviated. It is, yes. Not that the Americans thought everything should be short. Because making their country's name is USA. And then they tell US. And moksha, moha, kshaya, moksha. Moha. From moha, mo, kshaya, ksha, moksha. Nasta moha, smrutir labdha, in Bhagavad Gita. So that is the way to moksha. To be free from moha, infatuation, attachment, and so on. Gurudev said every exhalation is death, every inhalation is birth. In every breath, there is birth and rebirth. If you practice this cycle of birth and rebirth, watching your breath, you will be free. Kriya is helping me significantly to become better person mentally and physically. I feel very calm and energized after doing Kriya. As day progresses, I feel my duties make me feel tired and sometimes angry, sometimes sad. Please. Sri Gurudev told, Kriya Yoga has two aspects. One is the technique. The other aspect is the practical Kriya, application of the technique in daily life. To explain this, Gurudev gave a very mundane example. He said, you are hungry, you take food. How many minutes it takes to finish your food? Few minutes. For how many hours you are free from appetite? 5, 6 hours, 8 hours. Similarly, meditate, feel calmness, maintain calmness. When you feel that the mind is getting little tired, agitated, restless, take little time and sit down. You will tell, I have no time. Don't tell this. You have no time. I will give you time. You will give me time to meditate? Yes. You go to the toilet. Sit down in the toilet. Sitting in the toilet to meditate? No problem. You want a break? Take a break for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Stand in front of the window. Practice little Kriya. Watch your breath. Somebody said another technique I'm telling you. Do you know? You just drop your pen and try to search your pen bending your body, sitting on the chair. Nobody will know that you are meditating. You bend your body, sitting on the chair, and try to pick up the pen. Maybe you play with the pen to the right side, to the middle, to the left side. You can bend your body. And when somebody is coming inside, you can pick up the pen and sit straight and smile. So, lights of different colors come during meditation. If one particular color is prominent, most of the time, what does it mean? Nothing to think. It comes and goes, let it go. You don't analyze why this light, why not that light. Why truth is simple, yet so difficult to comprehend? Do you know? I will give you an example. Smile. Smile. It is easy or difficult? Angry. Be angry. Difficult or easy? To smile is easy. To be angry is difficult. Truth is easy. To live in truth is difficult. You'll say, why? God is omnipresent. I can see presence of God in my friend, but not in my wife. Why? You don't know. My wife is horrible. Is it really so? Why did you tell like this? I find your wife. Do you know what happened? I'm telling in 1980, 81, a friend of mine saw me. He said, do you know, I saw your sister-in-law. He was telling me. I said, then she's so beautiful. I said, what happened to your sister-in-law? Horrible. He said, what happened? I know your sister-in-law. It's really nice. He said, don't say that very word. I said, why? Then he described why his sister-in-law is horrible. One day, while he was at home doing something with a knife, he cut his finger. And his finger was bleeding, and he expected his sister-in-law to tear her sari and it was in 1980-81. It was because he saw a movie. In the movie, the actress was acting like this. He wanted his sister-in-law to be actress like acting lady. And which she did not do. She went to bring some cotton. It was a little delayed and he was upset. And how did you know that my sister-in-law is so nice? She's smiling. When did you see her? Oh, I saw when she was going to hospital. I saw on the way I went to bow and she smiled. I said, only seeing once we are giving this judgment and you see your sister-in-law every day. You don't like her. It is human mind. To see God in all, you can tell me this, but don't tell me too much. You say, why? I can see God in the Hindus. I can't see God in others. Truth is, God is everywhere. Overindulgence in any sense pleasure is detrimental. But it's only physical pleasure called sin and not other pleasures. Do you know, if I do something wrong in the law of the land, it is called as crime. And I am punishable in the law of the land. Anything I do wrong in the law of the Lord, law of the divine, it is sin. So this is the difference between sin and crime. God has given this body, this mind, sense organs to be useful, to be a good person. Not only for myself I will be good, not only for my family I will be good, I will be good for the entire creation. To use the sense organs, mind, to use. I want to see, Swamiji, do you watch movie? Somebody asked me. I said, normally not, but sometimes yes. He said, you watch movie? I said, recently I watched in ashram. In ashram you watched movie? Yes, it was a movie on the scent. Movie on the scent you watched? That is wrong. And it was an English movie I am talking of. The Reluctant Scent. I watched it quite a few times. It's beautiful. It's a Christian scent. God has given us eyes to see good. There is nothing wrong to see. How to control lust? Not to control, but to have understanding first. Then to tell the mind what is good, what is not good. First to understand what it is. Then to tell the mind that this is not right, this is. How to control the taste of the tongue. Take pickles every day. Or be a disciple of Samarpananji. That's what is Samarpananji. Samarpananji was telling, I told not to add any chili. But they have put only one green chili. And I returned the pickles. Everything is mind, my dear. Everything, whether it's lust or the palate, it's all play of mind. Gurudev said, if you really want to have control over your life, have control over your tongue first. Gurudev said, that is why Mother Kali has kept her tongue If you want control over your tongue in taste or palate, adopt some simple principle, which I have practiced in my life for many, many times. I love to eat sweets. You can't imagine. And don't think I have diabetes till now. They bring sweet, I said, maybe this much. I don't eat. Why? When the tongue loves to eat sweet, then no. Make a habit or make a principle for 7 days, no salt in food. No salt in food. For 7 days, no oil in food. When I sit and look at people taking food, I look at them. So, for example, pudi, papad, pickles, and how people are taking, I look at them, look at their plates. But this is the best question. You know what is the question? I love you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. I love you, Baba. Thank you, Baba. Love you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Love you, Baba. Thank you, Baba. You know, it is question and answer for you or for me. You are the examiner. I am this poor student sitting in front of all these questions, and I have to answer. And it's not the best question. I try to keep my tongue except talking, eating, drinking. Practice it more and more. Not to chant Ishta mantra with breath, to remember Ishta mantra with breath. With inhalation, remember, exhalation, remember. When we enter Guru Mandir at Balikai, which side of Sri Gurudev's Samadhi shall we bow first? Can you imagine? Gurudev is sleeping. It is in his lying position. Mostly, if you go to Sri Yukteswar's temple, it is in sitting posture. But in Balighai, it is in lying posture. It doesn't matter. You bow from every direction. At least you will bow many times. This is a question related to the departed soul. In our tradition or Vedic practices, there is monthly and annual Shraddha. The person is asking what to do. If it is possible for you, every month is good. But there's no need to do it too elaborately doing this. A simple prayer, offering a plate of food, and offer that plate of food after that to a cow or feed some children on that day. Prayer and meditation helps much more than so-called rituals. I get intense eye socket pain. I think during your practice of meditation, if you keep the eyes up, you'll get pain. You will tell, I'm sitting in front of you. I'm keeping my eyes up this much. Am I looking at anybody? If I keep my eyes up like this and close it, if I keep the eyeball up, it is not the right way, because many times they look at the picture and then it is not healthy way. There is tension and it hurts and it is painful. How to practice universal love in day-to-day life? Love your breath first. At the beginning, I will watch my breath and love everybody that those who breathe. Should I love mosquitoes because mosquito is breathing? I was in Ashram, Texas. I had many visitors. Do you know who are the visitors? Scorpions. Scorpions. So when they come, I said, okay, stay there. I want to have special reception, Purna Kumbha. I trap them, I take them out. I said, you visited me fine, but I'll keep you in another place, be happy. Universal love is remembering God's presence everywhere, in everything. That is what universal love is. But how does Khechari Mudra help in spiritual transformation? There was a holy man in Vrindavan, not long ago, in last century. And he was quite respected and quite popular. And his name is Odiya Baba. And the rickshaw puller is talking to somebody, do you know Odiya Baba? Because Odiya Baba in Hindi they call Odiya Baba. So he said, yes, who is he? He said, you don't know? Odiya Baba. He goes from place to place in the sky, flying. That's why his name became Odiya Baba. But many people didn't know that he's from Odisha. And that is why his name is Odiya Baba. Similarly, the name Khechari, Kha means the sky, Chara means to roam. Kha means the sky, Chara means to roam, Khe means in the sky, Chara roaming, so roaming in the sky. So you'll ask, what does it mean? If you want to practice Khechari Mudra, earn more money and fly in the sky, aeroplane. Luckily, I am flying a lot. Do you know what is Khechari Mudra? There is a book. Its name is Gyana Sankalini Tantra. It is also published by our ashram. In that book, there is a very, very beautiful practical spiritual textbook. Gyana Sankalini Tantra. Lord Shiva is teaching Parvati. Drushti sthira yasya vina avalokanam, one whose eyes are still without blinking. Eyes are still without any particular point of concentration or particular object to focus. Vayusthira yasya vina avarodhanam, one whose breath is becoming very slow and feeble without forcible retention or holding of the breath. Manasthira yasya vina avalambanam, mind is still without any effort. Satu mudra kathita eva khechari, that is real khechari mudra. So practice it. And if one's look is still, breath is regulated, mind is peaceful, everything is attained. Then what more? Which mode of communication Gurudev is using to communicate with you? In which way? We communicated with letters. That was the common method. When telephone came, he tried to reach me over telephone, although I didn't have any telephone, either to a neighbor's house. Sometimes I went to pay for the telephone. Sometimes I felt, I'll give an example. One day, one afternoon, I was meditating. I was feeling very restless. I could sit quietly. Then I got up from meditation, took my bicycle, and with my bicycle, I went on. So there is a Samadhi shrine. I told about Bhaya Baba. I went to his Samadhi shrine, bowed to him with the bicycle. I'm just going aimlessly. I went to a disciple's store. Disciple means our present Guru Kripa. She asked me, Baba, any news of Gurudev? I said, no, I don't know. Then I left her. Going, I reached another disciple's store. And that disciple asked, any news of Gurudev? They are expecting from me. So I don't know. You know everything. You, as is your father, so you are the son. He is top secretive and you are secret. You know everything, you will not tell. Started scolding me like anything. And the telephone rang. Wait, I'm coming. Do you know what are the telephone call? The telephone call, Gurudev is in Cuttack, evening meditation. It was almost closer to 5 o'clock. So 6 o'clock is meditation. You can come, you can tell anybody who knew they can come for meditation. She came and told, you know, Gurudev in Cuttack. Is it so? I said, you told that I know everything, but no, this news came. So if you tell this is how he communicated, if I would not have gone there, it was not easy for me to get the news that Gurudev is there. So I'll tell one dream. You are asking about Gurudev communicates in one dream. The dream is Gurudev has left his body. It is not dream, it's the real. It was just few days after his leaving body. His body is lying down in the ashram in Miami. Literal, it was fact. I was sitting in the room, then leaning to the Gurudev's dining table, I have slept for a moment. Then I'm dreaming. In the dream, I'm dreaming Gurudev's body. Then in the dream, I'm reading a newspaper, Odia newspaper. Its name is the Samaj. And in the newspaper, the cover page news is Gurudev's Mahasamadhi. Again to tell you, Gurudev has left his body, his real physical body is lying down, and I am in his room, and I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming of his body, and dreaming of the newspaper. In the dream, Gurudev opened his eyes and looked at me. What are you reading? I said, newspaper. What is in the newspaper? I said, the news of Gurudev's Mahasamadhi. Is it not lie? Am I dead? I got up from dream. I looked at him. His body is peaceful. Now tell me, did he not tell me that I am immortal? Did he not tell me that I am not gone? I came back to India with Gurudev's body. After Gurudev's Bhusamadhi, I was looking at the newspapers of all these old newspapers. The news came up, this news, that news. In the cover page, that newspaper, exactly the same news I have dreamt of. The same photo and the news I have dreamt of. So, question is, how does he communicate? So his way of communication is strange. Thank you all. Thank God that my examination is over. But do you know what happens? In the examination, you have been given the questions, you have to answer. It is said out of 10, answer 5. So out of so many, I answered so many. Let us sit with eyes closed for a moment. With deep love, let us think of God and Sri Gurudev. Let us pray to God and Sri Gurudev with our love and gratitude. O God, O Gurus, we are your children. Many times we forget you, but we know that you never forget us. Many times we commit mistake. We know that you are so kind, still then you are guiding us to be on the path. We are your children. We will practice to remember you and being good, doing good, seeing good, loving you, loving your creation. We will transform our life and transform the creation. We bow to you again and again. Let us chant Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayana. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhavet. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity everywhere. Om. Amen. Thank you all. Do you know, I forgot. You'll ask me, what did you forget? I forgot the time. It was 4:15 to 5:15. I am thinking it is 4:30 to 5:30. You know, I think it is wish of God. Grace of Gurudev.